All right, I'm back. I made a whole lot of mistakes, which is to be expected because I know just about nothing about Godot so far. The mistakes that I made were first off that I was trying to do this on a node, and that inputs, well, one, a full body collision can only be on certain types of nodes. And so a character body 2D is what I ended up using and switching the script to. So it extends the character body 2D. The second is that I didn't need to do this here inside of the ready function, although I believe I could. I'm not worried about doing that right there. Instead, what I could do is I can go to inspector, and under input for the character body, I can select pickable is equal to on, and that basically allows this to take inputs. So it can detect mouse pointer entering, leaving, and report input events, etc. So we have to have a collision layer to be set, and we have that here. Here's our collision layer right here. Now the next thing that we have to do is we have to define a signal, and so we pop in here and we double click this input event here, which is a signal for this body under collision object 2D, which is right here underneath it. So we're basically saying that for this particular robot we have this collision body, and when an input event happens on this collision body, we are going to call this method on input event. Okay, I've got this advanced because I just want to look at it and understand what it does. It looks like we can send different values to this particular function whenever an input event takes place. So maybe you could reuse the same script for multiple different collision bodies, and then their different inputs could have different calls. I don't know. I bet that's useful. But for right now, I've already connected it, so I'm not going to click it again. But basically, it says that for this script right here, we are going to call the function on input event. Now, this I got from reading this on the Godot forums right here. And these set of steps basically got me to here, and then I copied this code right here and had to clean a few things up. It said button left is not a function anymore. So whenever this was written to whenever whatever I'm using now, I think Godot 4.6, this changed to be mouse underscore button underscore left instead of just button underscore left. But if everything is working, then when I click on my little robot guy, it should print lol it works. And you can see that it has done it once before, but I'm going to go ahead and run it. And I'm going to click, and you can see here that lol it works. And then my guy disappears, which is an entirely new mystery that I need to figure out. My guess is that it's probably this Q free. Let's try commenting that out and see. Aha. All right, so that doesn't make the guy disappear. I don't know what the Q free does. Let's go look it up. Godot Q free. Okay, cool. It deletes the node that was clicked. So yeah, no wonder the little guy disappeared. So that's good. I need to file this away. But the next thing that I need to do is to find out how to pop open a little window. And it looks like we get windows inside of here pop up. Contextual windows panels with fixed position. It's a mode all by default. I want it to happen inside of the game. I don't want it to be something that pops up as like a window outside of the game. Maybe that is what I want, but what I kind of would like is for this little robot to, move back and forth on this screen, and the little code window would follow it, and when you click on it, you the camera locks onto the little robot walking, and you can arrange your programming windows around this little robot, and see inputs and outputs from this little robot that are able to be used inside of your script. So knowing that I don't know exactly what I need to do to show this off, I am going to, let's just try this. All right, so we've got this pop-up here, and I think this is the pop-up. Mode windowed, full screen, exclusive. Mouse pass through, flags, disable 3D. Okay, so I have set title of this absolute position 0. I'm pretty sure that this is it. Now I don't know where I get to put stuff in here. It would be excellent if I could just put some HTML inside of here, but I doubt. Oh, that's cool. I'll need to do a parallax. Alright, let's try something else. Let's try just dropping a window in here. I'm going to put that directly under the robot instead of under the pop-up, and let's see what we get to do in here. What is this? What is this? What does this do? Okay, we got this text edit here. What if I just put this directly underneath here? And I put this little guy back right here. Boy, I bet messing with those. Okay, I don't think the pop-up is the right thing. I think that's actually going to make like some windows or some GUI function. So here's the control, and here's this text edit, but I don't know what this is. All right, that's the size of the control, and here's the text edit. I'm just going to play this and let's see what I get to do here. Excellent. All right. So, cool. That works. I wish I knew what that window is. Is that this? Can I delete this? All right, that is that. Maybe I am supposed to do that inside of a window. I wish I could control this in some way. I guess I've got the ability to translate this here, canvas items. Physics GUI. Maybe if I put the control inside of the window, so that does look like that puts that inside of there. I just wish it's absolute, I'm guessing, to my little robot guy. So definitely want it to be inside of the camera, at least for now. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Let's run this again. All right, I think I'm pretty close here. So I think what I want to do is, I don't want this to show. So let's try this really quick. This might not be the right way to do this. I might need to actually create the window and put the control and text edit inside of the window with the script. But for right now, what I'm going to just do is set the window dot visible equal to true, and let's run that. Something broke with my camera 2D. Let's go. Oh. All right. Now I bet I need to do the same thing. And so I've got these signals. Now I think I understand signals at least a little bit more. So I think close requested. So now, because I've got that instantiated inside of that script, what I can do is I can create a script, and let's call it function close window. And I don't think I get to define oh, maybe I do. Okay, this is I'm guessing that this is a private function. I think this means something different in JavaScript than it does in Godot script or Python. But let's just make window.visible equal to false. Nope, don't have to do that. And then when close is requested, then okay. Yeah, I almost definitely need to open these windows with a script, and the reason why is because I want to have multiple windows, and when I push close, I think they're all going to have the same signal here, but I'm going to need to understand. Let's try. Can I? let's see what it gives me in here. So if I type in function on window close requested, maybe this is just a common set of parameters that you get. So viewport, where was this button clicked, the event, which I'm guessing is what window, and then shape IDX. My guess is that I could print viewport event and shape IDX. And then I'm pretty sure that if I just type in window dot visible is equal to false, that it's going to work correctly. Nope. All right, that's okay. I have achieved my goal of opening a window when I click on my little buddy here. And I think I'm